Alright, guys, we are about to join the Revolutionary Army. One of the ways that I enjoy this game is by kind of creating my own narrative in my head. Like, throughout this entire time, this is a point where Dio, if you have been a bad person, Dio will, like, in a sense, tell you to get out of here, but he won't rejoin your party. He will kind of go and do his own thing and try to stop you, and if you're a good person here, he will support you and join you because you're a good leader. And I think one of the reasons why I like the idea of building Dio up and having him train people throughout this entire time is if he's like your main trainer and leader, it's like he's already basically like a captain and a knight in your army. He's gotten the respect and he sees you doing the same thing, and it makes sense thematically to me, which is why I like it. So that's why, like, after this point, I like the idea, so to speak, of I like Dio to kind of have his own unit after this because he's earned it, so to speak. I do think Dio should start with plate mail or plate armor because he's got a full body armor thing going on already, and it makes sense for Titus to have a breastplate because that's the way his character looks. Yes, a more terrible leader. Traitor's blood. Well, I'm gonna be a traitor anyway, so I will betray the Palatinians, the nobles, and the king, but I will not betray my principles. And this is probably the most important choice in the series. I don't quite get why. I think there should be a lot more choices, but I understand how the amount of choices and bifurcations can make for so many different options in the game that it's hard to code for. But this is the one where you say, I can't do it, and if you do number 2, then you basically can't get any of the Zenobians. So we're going to say, I can't do it. And maybe it's... I think the silence part is what does it. Like, you have to verbalize that you won't do it. But if you stay silent, it's like you're a coward and you're afraid, and I don't know. Ironically, Raid calls me a coward for saying I can't do it. Good throw, Raid. That was pretty good. Raid's an asshole, but we didn't give props where they're due. That was a pretty decent throw with a sword. Attaboy, Dio. My best friend. The captain of my armies. And I think it's also like in retrospect, looking at this scene, it's like, you know, Dio's basically There's a lot of heroic moments and cutscenes and whatnot, but this is probably, to me, one of my favorite ones where you leave and Dio's surrounded, and I don't know. In other games where I've played this, this is the moment where he ceases to become a gladiator and I promote him to warrior. Because, in a sense, he levels up there, in my opinion, mentality-wise, martial prowess-wise. No, I'm not going to do that in this game. It doesn't matter, other than giving him an extra attack. Dio, you're alive. Damn it, who said I was dead? I don't know why I like Dio so much. I don't know why I like this game so much. But I do. You'll be my night, Dio. You'll be our first night. Hells yeah, you can. Alright, let's organize our stuff. Where are you at? Gilbert, you guys are still a little lawful. And you guys are a little chaotic. So we can use Gilbert. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of you, and let's add... even quicker just to redo this whole thing. So let's look at Troy real quick. He's kind of a good example of... His class is technically a cataphract, but they made him that so that you don't have to upgrade him anymore. He does 3 attacks in the front, so he's got his hallowed shield, so even though he's not the strongest character ever, he's definitely special in his own way. He's a good character. And Aznabel and Katreda and a lot of these other people are going to kind of have that special flair that makes them different. Alright. Now I have a conundrum, because I want to, like, if I turn these guys into phalanxes, they'll definitely be beefy, but if I turn them into fencers, they will gain a lot more damage. So, They're already a little chaotic, so we're just gonna have to wait. Just gonna have to wait. Yeah, so this is good. Troy can be more of a neutral unit too, because I need to keep Golgoroth neutral. Oh no! Poor feller. Alright. Let's see what kind of class these people can become. One of them can become a knight. Alright, so just for... Noah, you can already become a knight, so we'll... Can you become anything else? Can't become a fencer, okay. Little John and Kane. Little John's such a great name. So, Little John... He's got less vitality, but the most... So, Lowell's got the most strength, so he's got to stay in the front. Oh my god, he's got 63 intelligence and less... 79, 79. I guess Kane, we're going to move Kane to the front. And for the short term, we're just going to have these guys level up as wizards. Because I'm going to want them to be knights eventually, but I do want them to... Kane, what are you going to be? I guess you can be a ninja for a while, that's fine. Dio is going to be first, then Leia. Well, we'll have Arthur first. I like him more than Leia. Foe can go anywhere, but we'll have... This is going to be like our scout unit. We're going to have a few units. Lightning Dragon is scouty. Scout unit. These are me. So we got our... Like, I kind of view these as our infantry. Archers, fighters, phalanxes, all that good stuff. So, and then Paul at number 7, just our power unit, and then we're going to have our dragon units after this. We'll have, at some point we're going to have Aznabel, and he's going to have his own dragon. Oh no, Aznabel is going to have wizards. That's right, I remember now. So I do want to have some training units to get more fighters. But you know what? I think we're just going to keep Logan and Dante. We're just going to hang out with them for a while. And Titus, I think we're going to have him continually train fighters. That makes sense to me. Okay. For the sake of chaos, I could actually... I don't know if I want to do that. know if I want to do that. What I was thinking about was adding these guys, Thorgrim and 2 fighters to Fogel's unit to just lower their alignment. But these guys will be low enough. I need to get... We're going to get Aznabel in the next map, so... I think that's good. Okay. So we're going to keep Titus as a trainer unit. We're going to just keep getting more and more fighters, I think. Let me think for a moment. See if I can upgrade any of... Nope, nothing there yet. I do need to upgrade Leia's stuff. Now, I could train. I do have some money. Or I could... use my champion statuettes. I'd like to get these guys up to... These guys look like they're going to be pretty low as far as damage. Yeah, this unit's going to lack physical damage. I think I want to train them up to... I don't want her to get too much alignment, so... Let's see what Leia's stats go up like. 6 vitality, that's pretty fun. 5 vitality, so it's 5 to 6 maybe on the average. Yeah, the fighters you start with will have a little bit better stats than the ones that you raise yourselves. And then the longer the game goes on, the worse your raised soldiers are going to be. Let's see if I can raise them up to anything yet. Oof, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to go up 2 levels, so that's fine. We're going to have to get her up to level 7. So Gilbert will keep. We need you to be lawful, so... This is going to be... Yeah, we need one more fighter. We will need one more fighter for our Magnus. Not Magnus. Uh-oh. We'll need one more fighter to be wizards in this group for Aznabel. Because I'll have 2 wizards with him. Oh, Dardanellus is coming up soon. I need to find out where I get gremlins. Because that's one of my plans for... Let's check out... Gremlin. Malaysia forests. Alright, so I'm going to have to find a few of these gremlins. Because they're going to be important, I believe. So what is that? Volmus Mine. Malaysia 2 forests, level 11. We already got that. So we got to do Volmus Mine number 2, where we got to do Malaysia forests. Okay. Alright. I don't know if we need to... Where are you at? You're a little happy. Let's go. Where was that? Sorry, Malaysia? Yeah, Malaysia and the forests. Okay. Well, we're just going to be kind of getting a biffy gremlins right now. I think, I think we're going to use Dio. Not Dio, sorry. We're going to use Leia. We're going to use Gilbert. And I think that's probably it to do some searching. I guess I can use... I could use Dio. So for those who don't care, we don't have to record this part, but I need to find some gremlins. Oh, this is going to be irritating. This is going to be irritating. You know what? It might be easier for Gilbert to go down that way. We could do Leia, we could do Bisk. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't do... I'd like to be able to do patrol. Or I could just move back and forth infinitely. That would make it... That'd make... I wonder if that'd be a way to mod the game to add a patrol function. What else is in Malaysia? Hawkmen are here. Fairies in the plains. Malaysia 2 level 11. Oh. Well, I guess there's other things here, but it might be other creatures and like dragons or other things. Yeah, this might be a little bit of a chore. I can also do this after Dardanellus. this whole wraparound thing is gonna be irritating. Well, this might be a little hard. This would make for a little bit of boring YouTube, so maybe we'll do this off camera. I think we'll do that. Yeah, this is just going to take a long time. A long, long time. Oh, there's one. Where are we? Now, each one of these is precious. So, hurting it. It flees from being hurt. Yeah, this is definitely going to take some time. Nope, we got one. Let me just check and see what our gremlin does. Doom. I don't know. Okay. Well, we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that later. I would like to have a few of those guys. You know what I may do is, yeah, I'll probably do, oh, well, we're getting them kind of quickly. I may, do a little bit of this farming off screen, and then we'll get, in the next video, we'll do Gunther Piedmont. I think that's what I'll do one of these days. Come on, Gilbert. Give me some gremlins. Well, you know what? It's been 2 days. We got 2 gremlins. That's one a day is not bad. You definitely get more with more people, but I just don't want to have to click that much to reset everybody. And Gilbert is not having a good time staying in the forest. I think I want 6. I think I want 6 gremlins. That is how many gremlins I want. That is how many I need. Another one. So 1 hit. 1 hit seems to be the magic number. Well, I gotta say, I don't know if this is normal or not, but 1 neutral encounter every day is pretty decent. I don't know if they buffed. I don't know if they buffed the encounter rate or what. One thing you can also do is, I was telling my brother this, you can go to, if you're having trouble with alignment issues, you can always go to the first mission and kill young dragons in the forest. And as long as you got enough people in your party to actually kill them, then you will, your alignment will go down pretty significantly. I think the minimum experience that you gain per kill is also 5, so it's not a complete waste. Oh, Bisque, you disappoint me. Four days. Let's see if our 1-to-1 ratio holds up. I think that you also get fairies here in the plains, and then on the roads you get hawkmen. That's a good ratio right there. Just back and forth, right around the mountain. So far, nothing. Come on, Gilbert. You're supposed to be our hunting unit. Why can't you find any of these things? I'm curious to see what the decoy hat does. That's Sheen's special item. I wonder if it's not only for neutral encounters, but if it'll actually buff him in some way. Alright. We're going to save it here, and I'll actually continue this. I'm just going to try to get 3 more gremlins, and then we'll play Gunther Piedmont after that. So we will play again later, boys.